Coming at you live, Anime Beyond. Today we're going to discuss the new season of episode 1, One Punch Man. Let's get to it.
Thank you for watching. Go ahead and subscribe if you like what you're seeing. Well, we're going to go ahead and talk about what we liked about the episode. I was surprised. I thought I was going to be disappointed based off of what I saw. People were reviewing the trailers and stuff like that. But Devin, what did you like in this episode? What stood out to you?
First thing was the new, not new guy, King. Mm-hmm. He's the first person that stood out. I mean, off the bat, he comes off this tough dude, just walking on the streets, and he just has this persona of him like he's the guy,
mm-hmm.
And then you hear One Punch, you hear Saitama and who's that side? Genos. You hear both of them talk about like how this dude's really strong, or he must be really strong. And the enemy comes, and then he just like stands there, and then that guy just kind of kneels toward it. I mean, it's just kind of like he has this like
this presence,
like about him that people just enemies just automatically fear. Mm-hmm. So that's what stood out to me first.
Yeah,
I just thought it was funny.
That, and then right after that, they show him buying like a video game of I don't remember what the name of the video game is, but it's not like a fighting video game like he told Saitama he thought it was. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, then he like lies about it, and he's like, "No, this is a fighting game." I was like, "What do I have here?" And he's like, "This is a fighting game. I don't know what you're talking about." He's like, "So yeah, you should take this back." He's like, "No, I want to play it."
He didn't play it off very well. Yeah. So like you mentioned King, that was probably the main thing that stood out to me. Our other roommate was saying right when he saw him, he's like, that guy's a villain. But it turns out he wasn't a villain, or at least not yet. King is actually faking being a hero. Mm-hmm. He said he's never fought, ever.
That's another thing. I mean, once I heard that, I was like, are you kidding me? Like this dude. And then you see that scene where he's in the restroom, he's like all shaking. I thought, when I first saw that, I thought he was like literally just imagining himself like that. Mm-hmm. Or what, like maybe it was like a dream or something. But I didn't know that he was actually like fearing. And then once I saw that, I was like, oh my goodness.
He even vomited in there.
Yeah.
And it's funny. He's saying like, I'm just a regular O2 guy. Which I do wonder if at the beginning of the episode he was wearing a hat that said K on it. I wonder if that was pointing to the other anime, K. I don't know. Uh-huh. That'd be funny though if it was. We already seen Mob Psycho. You see a picture of Saitama on, I think it's Reagan's phone or Mob's phone. That would be funny if he's just pointing to another anime. But yeah, he's definitely, Saitama called him a coward because he faked being this hero the whole time, taking credit for all of Saitama's works. All Saitama's. Yeah,
he was, and then it was interesting because Saitama was pretty nice about it. Mm-hmm. He was just like, oh, you lied about it. He's like, it's cool. He was like, just gets wrong.
Yeah. And at the beginning, he was questioning him. He's like, did you leave the fight because you were bored of being like overpowered?
It's like kind of like, are you like me?
Yeah.
Like, are you like me? Do you get bored? He's like, cause it reminded me of that scene where Saitama was just like knocking. It was like the earlier season where he was just knocking foes out, and he just got bored.
Yeah.
And then one night he went to sleep, and he was dreaming about having a formidable opponent finally. Mm-hmm. And it was like the best dream he ever had. And then he wakes up, he's like, oh.
After the lizard guy attacked the girls and was being weird, then everybody realizes King's there. And that guy quickly bows down and is like apologizing, but the crowd is saying things about King that we are saying about Saitama. Yeah. Like he's like, this guy's the strongest guy in the world. He could knock that guy out with one punch. Yeah. And it's just so funny.
I was really hoping that he actually did too. Mm-hmm. I was like, dude, let's see this. I was like, I was with the crowd. I was like, let's see it.
Yeah, we actually went back and rewatched a little bit of the episode that King was in when all the top S-class guys and girls get together in a room and talk about that whole event that's going to be taking place. And you hear his heart beating there too. When they said it's the engine, after we see him in the bathroom, I'm like, dude, that's just like the fear. Like, you can hear it. Everybody can hear his heart beating.
It seemed like, because you just remind me that like Saitama has more of a genuine reputation. Mm-hmm. Like people know him. He's like, okay, you saw towards the end where the lady, the Blizzard lady, and then Sonic. I'm just gonna call him Sonic.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
How they were both saying like he's, basically a formidable opponent. Mm-hmm. he has that rightful respect, whereas King has that respect where it's kind of like it's all fake and he's way up there, you know.
Yeah. And Saitama doesn't do it for all of the fans anyways,
Yeah.
although he did kind of want a little toy figurine that looked like him, but he said, let them address us about that. Yeah. In season 1, Saitama was just giving advice to Genos and saying things, and Genos is like eating it all up and writing it down. But in season 2, it seemed more natural for him to give advice and to like kind of correct people, like when he was correcting King, saying, "You're a coward. You should admit what you've done. Yeah. You admit that you're faking it, or get stronger." Like either one.
Yeah.
I was really hoping he would mention the workout routine, but.
And then he was just right after that scene, he just left, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll be back to play more video games." Like I just like that character, He just kind of chill, but he's like. He has those serious moments also, like, I don't know. Yeah,
he seems really dumb sometimes, but he's not. Like, he shows that he's not
It's
dumb.
just his facial expression. It's his facial Him and Mob, they're both the same creators, but it's just like, they have that facial expression.
And then, so, looking at that, we also see Genos. While these two guys are playing video games, King and Saitama, Genos is out there fighting. And Devin and I were talking about how Genos is like, kind of, the typical hero you see in TV shows and in movies, like the guy who's serious and trying to protect people, trying to get better. He has this backstory of he's trying to get revenge on people a robot who destroyed his village and hurt his family. And it's just funny to see how these guys are out there having a good time.
Like playing video games and while he's over here fighting the monster.
Yeah. The robot that attacked King early on, that he ran away from, and then that big old crow bird looking thing that went straight up to his apartment. Why do you think we're seeing these villains, these monsters attacking King?
Oh, because he's trying to take. This is what happens when you try to take the credit that you don't. That's not rightfully yours. I mean, it just catch up to you. See, that's what happens when you attack. When you try to take number one, when it's not your place. So that's what happened. King tried to take number one when it rightfully, honestly, in my opinion, belongs to Saitama.
Yeah.
So I mean, and they're all going after the strongest. So and he's his name is more out there.
Yeah.
Than Saitama. So that's why I think mainly he's being attacked.
Yeah. If you want to be the best, I mean, you got to face the best, and it looks like these monsters are trying to face the best. Maybe someone's creating both of these guys, and he wants to test out so he can figure out which monster or robot he can make that's strongest, and then maybe that's the doomsday thing that's coming. We also see two people who are looking for Saitama, right? We see Sonic and we see Hellish Blizzard. I think it's her name.
Yeah, Hellish.
One of them has a purpose of revenge, and the other one...
He's just intrigued.
Yeah, so we're not sure. With Hellish Blizzard, it looks like she's an Esper, kind of like Tornado, kind of like Mob. Why do you think she's going after Saitama?
I think she's going after it because she saw that he was strong, obviously, and saw that he got all the high scores, I think, in the combat version of the training. So basically, she sees a lot of potential, and she wants to get. I think she also sees him as an opportunity for her to get stronger, and so she kind of wants to use. She wants to build upon her abilities, whatever that ability is, to get stronger for whatever reason.
She reminds me of Tornado, kind of the look, and then also it looks like she's an Esper and Tornado's an Esper, so it makes me also think, like you're saying, like what if she has kind of the same mindset as Mob, and Mob's thinking, I need to get stronger in all these other ways. I can't just depend on being an Esper.
Exactly.
Maybe that's what she's doing, whether that's for a good reason of just wanting to be a better hero, or maybe just wanting to get a personal grudge or something against Tornado or someone else who just wants to get above them on the ladder.
I definitely got that whole scene. I kind of got that My Hero vibe because everybody's trying to get stronger, because better themselves, because they know that more enemies are gonna come and things like that. So, so we also get to the part where we see the villains are getting addressed because they need help with. There are more monsters coming, basically.
Like 6 times the amount.
And then you see towards the end of the show, you see his disciple, White Silver Fang.
Yeah.
Silver Fang's disciple.
It looks like Silver Fang's disciple. Garo?
Garo, yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think is gonna happen with him?
I mean, at the end, it looks like that he has some scheme up his sleeve. I don't know, to be honest, but my guess would be to try to somehow manipulate or, I don't know, control somehow the monsters to, I don't know, gain more control, more power for whatever reason he has.
Yeah, we knew Silver Fang was already a powerful hero, and if this is his disciple, Garo was the top disciple in his dojo, so he could be a threat. He could be a big threat, and on top of that, all these other villains just heard that the heroes are really busy. They could either get paid to fight monsters, or they could use this chaos to their advantage to go cause a ruckus or steal or do whatever they want to do, since they know heroes are getting tied up.
Also, Genos, we see that he is also, I mean, you kind of just see the theme throughout that show that everyone's kind of looking for more strength, more power. After he defeats that cyborg, he goes to, I believe, that doctor, and he tells him, I found this rare cyborg that could, if it's attached to my body somehow, essentially, it could really be beneficial to me. I can get stronger, yada yada. And then he mentioned how he wants to save, or he wants to avenge the person that killed his friend, his family, whatever. And the doctor says you're being you're limiting, you're at your limit, basically. Yeah, so he was talking about how he was pushing himself past his limit. And then the doctor mentions how there's still evil inside of him.
Yeah, like still an anger.
Still anger or something like that. I was really interested when I heard that because, we already know, and at least we feel that Genos is a good guy, So I feel like possibly in the future, this could be a hint of the tides changing.
Yeah, his motives always started out with wanting revenge, and then he only started joining Saitama because he wanted to get stronger. And Saitama pushed him towards being a hero, but that wasn't his true motive from the beginning.
Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know what y'all think about this episode. With that said, I'm Devin.
I'm Noah.
See you next time.